If you're interested in consciously designing a more pleasing future for our world, you've arrived at the right place. Your help is urgently needed because it sure seems many conditions on this planet can use some positive transformation. This website is the home of what you will find is a useful perspective on the life adventure we're all sharing. We've chosen to call it the Time-Space Adventurers. For the game scenario we want you to play, you must be willing to consider the possibility that you can alter your personal storyline in any way you desire. You will discover that you can intentionally alter your future to fulfill your hopes and dreams, regardless of apparent current circumstances. The key realization to becoming an effective player is accepting that what you perceive as reality is nothing more or less than a conditioned response to vibrational energy. In other words, you are responsible for whatever physical manifestation you find to be your personal life reality. For the game scenario we want you to play, you must be willing to consider the possibility that you can alter your personal storyline in any way you desire. You will discover that you can intentionally alter your future to fulfill your hopes and dreams regardless of apparent current circumstances. The key realization to becoming an effective player is accepting that what you perceive as reality is nothing more or less than a conditioned response to vibrational energy. In other words, you are responsible for whatever physical manifestation you find to be your personal life reality. Everything is created by our consciousness as processed through our brains. There are a couple new books that will give you insights into this fact. If you'd like to know more about the illusion we think of as reality, you should read The Case Against Reality, Why Evolution Hid the Truth from Our Eyes by Don Hoffman, and Metahuman by Deepak Chopra. Links for a Kindle edition of each appear below. Here's the point. Are you feeling anxious, concerned, or fearful about anything you see going on around you? Many people feel this way. However, your well-being in all ways is based on your level of satisfaction and happiness. Everything else is dis-ease. Our key point is you are not doomed to be less happy than you would like to be. It is all up to you and is entirely based on how you train yourself to think. If you're living in the real world, as it is represented to us by a barrage of media, then it would be challenging not to be concerned about our future. We all know that there are many wonderful things happening in the world all the time, but we can easily be brainwashed into being fearful by the choice of unpleasant stories that are presented to us. Mind you, they are just as real as the fireman rescuing a kitten from a tree, but their repetition and drama easily overwhelm us. Now, for what you can begin to learn here, it's all up to you. The only thing that has any relevance is what you choose to believe. Yes, you are interacting with others, and you and your friends and family usually agree on many basic assumptions about what's going on in the world. Even then, you may wake up and be filled with anticipation for the day ahead, while someone living in the same house as you wakes up challenged to find anything to want to get out of bed for. Outwardly, your lives may appear to be very similar, but you are experiencing very different realities. Since everything comes down to belief, here's the truth to the situation. If you think the world is out to get you, it will be. If you have gotten to believe that things always work out for you, you will generally find that is what happens. Let's talk about the negativity of fake news, any unwanted news for that matter, because as it affects you, there's no difference. Why is this? Because as we learn about the true nature of reality, it is clear that if you don't know about something, it has no effect on you. You personally feel no anxiety or dis-ease about the situation. None of it messes with your sense of personal satisfaction and well-being. While it may be wrecking someone else's day, not yours. Therefore, you are adding no belief energy to whatever the situation is. And here is where the leap of faith needs to come in, because most people believe that reality is something outside of them. As more people begin to take their attention from an unwanted reality and believe in a wanted reality, the storyline will be altered, gradually for everyone. What once seemed inevitable can become unlikely. Yes, for it to become a generally accepted reality, what is known as a critical mass must be achieved. That is the opportunity that is offered to us if we choose to take on the role of time-space adventurers, working to intentionally design the future as a world we are excited about and very appreciative of. The big reveal is that it does not matter what any other player in the game believes. We can each alter our individual reality very quickly if we can learn to accept this as our new reality. The exciting element here is that with all the negativity out there, more and more people are wanting a different approach. In recent years, a growing interest in meditation and what is often called mindfulness has arisen. This is a direct correlation to the new perspective we're promoting here. We will refer you to a variety of new and renewed perspectives as we plant seeds for the directions you can take in the adventure ahead. Here's our first suggestion. If you find the news troubling, if it is a cause of disappointment or worry, shut it off, or at least cut back on your news habit. It can be hard because your ego basic operating system believes it must know about every potential threat to your well-being to protect you. As we shall see, this is actually backwards thinking, because it is the focus on the threats that actually bring them into reality. Your mind can be thought of as a biocomputer. Like any computer, its projections and analysis are only as good as the information it has been programmed with. News stories of horror and catastrophe are negative programming. We are not saying it is not real. What we are saying is that it does not need to be a significant part of your reality. You can do a very simple experiment. Avoid the news for a few days, and social media, news and opinions as well, and see how it affects your mood and feelings about your world. It can be difficult to stop doing things you have been doing for a long time, but by substituting a new behavior, it is not as difficult. Instead of the news, find a book or two to replace your news time. A couple of thought-provoking books were mentioned already, and you can find several more suggestions at www.designerofreality.com. Pick one. Pick one of the books listed there to offer some inspiration for the adventure to come. On this and related websites, you'll find much information that can help allow you to take more intentional control of your storyline. The key reason you're encouraged to take on the role of a time-space adventurer is that we are certain that you will find it much more satisfying and fun, and also you can play a major part in transforming the world into a more positive and enlightened place. So we hope you'll join us. We look forward to your questions, ideas, and inspirations to take this project forward.